Guys, can I have all attention? Can you be quiet?
I didn't give you permission to record.
Chef's eating.
And then for this class, my name is Miss Mangerton. Have you guys been to the library yet before? Yes? Good. I'm very happy to hear that. So I'm going to be introducing something a bit later, but for now I just wanted to know, did everyone have a good spring break?
Yes, I did. I love my spring break.
Lovely spring break. Did anyone go anywhere?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you guys go? Michigan?
OG.
Florida.
It was in Chicago.
Florida? Okay, so Mr. Whetstone's class, I am going to tell you guys something about my spring break, but I ask that we are quiet and can I have everyone's eyes on me? So let's go ahead right now and take our monitors and hit this button right here and let's turn our monitors off. I don't want us on the computer. And I want to make sure I can see all your lovely faces and you can see me and you can hear me. So I'm glad you guys had a good spring break. So I went to San Francisco for my spring break. And have you guys, the weather in California, some people think it's really nice, but in San Francisco, the weather is kind of cold. It's Northern California, so it can be really sunny and then it can be really cloudy. They have a lot of fog in San Francisco, so you can have really good weather. And all of a sudden the fog comes in and you can't see and then it rains and it's terrible. So I was in San Francisco and I was on a bike ride and my friend was at work and I left my cell phone at home and I told her I would come back by 4 o'clock. So I was riding my bike, it was 3 o'clock, and all of a sudden it started getting a little cloudy and it started pouring. And I didn't know what to do because I didn't have my cell phone and it was pouring out and I was getting soaking wet and I hate getting wet. So up ahead I saw a house. I saw a house up ahead and there was a little porch. So I rolled my bike over to the porch and I put it underneath to get some covering from my head so I wouldn't get so wet. And when I got to the house I saw they had a welcome sign. And I went to the front door and there was a sign on there that said, "Come in." So I figured, okay, I was going to knock anyway, so I opened the door and I entered the house. And so I go inside the house and there's a bedroom and a kitchen and a couch with a table and a book. And there's this green door that says, "Keep out." So I walk around the house and I sit down and there's a book. And I'm a librarian, so I love to read. So I grab the book off the table and it says, "Welcome, this house is for people who are stranded because of the weather. Have something to eat, watch some TV, do whatever you would like. You can have a nap, anything you'd like. The only thing you can't do is see that green door over there that says keep out? Keep out." So I'm like, okay. So I'm reading and I have a snack and I watch TV and it's still pouring. And it's getting closer and closer to 4 o'clock and I have to get home to my friend and I don't have my cell phone. So I'm just like, I know I have to go back out in the rain and I don't want to because it's raining and who wants to bike in the rain? That's awful.
I did.
So I'm getting ready to leave, but I can't leave without just peering inside what's in that door. It says keep out, but I'm just so curious and I want to know what is behind that door. So I open that green door and there's stairs. It goes down to a stairwell. So I just start walking down the stairs and the door slams shut. Done. So I keep going down the stairs and I get to this red door, this red sign, and it says no admittance. So I open the door and I start walking down and the door slams shut. So I get to the next door, another few stories down, and there's this big blue steel door with a key hanging down. And it says, "Go away. This is your last chance." So I take the key, and I open the door, and I enter this big room. And inside this big room is this big, giant cage. And inside this cage is a big, giant, purple gorilla. So there's a sign on the gorilla's cage that says, "You can feed me, you can talk to me, you can hit me over with a chair, but do not touch the gorilla." So I grab some bananas, I throw it to the gorilla, and he grabs it, and he peels it, and he eats it, and then he just sighs and stares at me. So I take this stick, and I start poking him. and I'm poking the gorilla, and he's just looking at me and has no interest in me and just sighs and looks at me. So then I take the chair and I smash the gorilla over with the chair. He just looks at me and sighs. But his fur looks so soft and it looks so furry. And I just really want to touch it. And he's just like in my grasp. So I reach my hand in and I reach it and I pet it and the gorilla goes, "Ah!" And he starts screaming. And I run back to that blue steel door and it says, "Told you so." And the gorilla goes, "Oh, oh, oh," and he rips the cage open. And I'm running up the stairs. And I get to the red door and it says, "We tried to tell you." And I keep running and the gorilla's coming after me. And I get to the next door and it says, "We told you so." And I open the door and I open the door and I get into the living room and I open the front door and I grab my bike and I run out the house and the gorilla's following me the whole time. And I'm so freaked out and I can hear him going, and he's chasing me. And I'm so scared. And so I get on my bike and I start pedaling and I slip because of all the mud and I fall in the puddle. And the gorilla reaches me and he goes for me in this big, scary claw. And he goes, "Tag, you're it." So that is the story of the giant purple gorilla.